Every moment without you feels like an eternity of doubt and fear. The thought of losing you grips my heart so tightly that I can barely breathe. I need you to know, more than anything, how much you mean to me, how much I want to keep you in my life. I'm terrified that one day you'll wake up and realize that you deserve someone better, someone more, someone who isn't me. The mere thought of that shatters my soul. Please don't let us drift apart. The fear of losing you has become a constant companion in my thoughts, haunting every quiet moment. I never imagined I could care for someone so deeply, and now the thought of life without you is unbearable. I wish I could show you the depth of my love, the intensity of my feelings. I'm scared that words aren't enough to convey just how much you mean to me, how much I fear losing you. I lie awake at night, replaying every moment we've shared, terrified that it could all slip away. The fear of losing you is like a shadow that never leaves, a whisper of dread in the back of my mind. If you only knew how much you mean to me, you'd understand why I'm so afraid. Afraid of losing the one person who has become my everything, my anchor in this stormy world. Sometimes I feel like I'm walking on a tightrope, one misstep away from losing you. That fear keeps me up at night, and I find myself constantly seeking reassurance that you're still mine. I can't help but wonder if you see the fear in my eyes when I look at you, the fear that one day you'll decide I'm not worth the effort. Please reassure me that my worst nightmare won't come true. I've never been so scared of anything in my life as I am of losing you. The thought of it makes my heart race, my hands tremble, and my soul cry out for comfort. I need you to know this, to understand how deeply I care. The fear of losing you isn't just a passing thought. It's a constant ache in my chest, a reminder that nothing is guaranteed, that I need to cherish every moment we have together. I find myself overthinking every word, every gesture, terrified that I'll do something to push you away. The thought of losing you paralyzes me with fear. It's hard to explain, but the idea of life without you feels like losing a part of myself, a part I never want to live without. That's how much you mean to me, and that's why I'm so scared. I know I don't always show it, but the thought of losing you terrifies me to my core. You're the light in my life, and I can't bear the idea of that light fading. If I could hold on to you forever, I would. The thought of losing you is a fear that never leaves, a constant reminder of how much you mean to me. Every time we're apart, I can't help but worry that something will change, that I'll lose you. That fear drives me to hold you closer, to cherish every moment we have. I never knew what it meant to truly fear something until I met you. Now the thought of losing you is the scariest thing I can imagine. Please never let us drift apart. You have no idea how much I care for you, how much I fear losing you. It's a fear that keeps me up at night, a fear I can't seem to shake no matter how hard I try. I've never been so sure of anything in my life as I am of my feelings for you. And yet, that certainty is coupled with a deep fear, a fear of losing you, of watching you slip away. The fear of losing you is like a storm cloud that never leaves, hovering over me, reminding me of how fragile this love is, how much I need to protect it. I can't imagine my life without you, and the fear of losing you is a burden I carry every day. It scares me to think that one day I might have to face that reality. Sometimes I find myself holding back, not because I don't care, but because I'm terrified of losing you. The thought of it consumes me, and I can't bear the idea of that pain. You're the most important person in my life, and the thought of losing you is something I can't even begin to comprehend. It scares me to my core, and I need you to know that. The idea of losing you feels like losing a part of myself, a part I never want to be without. That's how deeply you mean to me, how much I care. I wish I could make you see how much I fear losing you, how much it terrifies me. You're my everything, and I can't bear the thought of life without you. Every time I think about the possibility of losing you, my heart aches. The fear is real, and it's something I can't shake, no matter how hard I try. I'm so scared that one day you'll realize you deserve better, that you'll leave me behind. The thought of that is unbearable, and I need you to know how much I care. The fear of losing you is like a constant ache in my heart, a reminder that nothing is guaranteed. I want to hold on to you forever, to never let you go. The fear of losing you feels like an endless pit in my chest, a void that grows larger with every passing moment. I can't bear the thought of being without you, and it's a fear that haunts me day and night. Every time we're apart, the anxiety of potentially losing you grips my heart like a vice. Please know that this fear is a testament to how deeply I care about you and our future together. I'm consumed by the fear of losing you, and it affects every part of my life. My thoughts are always with you, wondering if there's something I can do to ensure that you're always by my side. My heart races at the thought of losing you, as if the very ground beneath me is crumbling away. The intensity of this fear shows just how profoundly you have impacted my life. I can't express how deeply afraid I am of losing you. Every moment without you feels like a lifetime of regret, and I need you to understand how much you mean to me. The thought of losing you is like a cold, relentless shadow that follows me wherever I go. It makes me realize just how much I value and cherish you in my life. My fear of losing you is more than just an emotion. It's a constant presence that affects everything I do. Please understand that this fear is rooted in my profound love for you. It's difficult to put into words how terrified I am of losing you. This fear drives me to hold you closer, to make every moment with you count because you're my everything. Every time I think about the possibility of losing you, my heart aches with a pain I can hardly describe. This fear is a reminder of just how much I need you in my life. I'm overwhelmed by the fear of losing you, and it's something I can't ignore. This fear is a testament to how much you mean to me and how much I want to hold on to what we have. The anxiety of potentially losing you is a heavy burden I carry every day. It's a reflection of how deeply I love you and how much I want to ensure that you're always in my life. The fear of losing you is a constant gnawing presence in my heart. It makes me appreciate every moment we have together and reminds me of how precious you are to me. I wish I could banish the fear of losing you from my mind, but it lingers, reminding me just how important you are to me. Please know that this fear is a sign of my deep love for you. The thought of losing you is a nightmare I can't escape, a fear that consumes me with its intensity. I need you to understand just how much you mean to me and how terrified I am of losing you. The fear of losing you is something I can't ignore, no matter how hard I try. It drives me to cherish every moment with you, to make sure you know just how much you mean to me. Every time I think about the possibility of losing you, my heart feels heavy with dread. This fear is a reminder of how much I value our time together and how deeply I care for you. I'm constantly haunted by the fear of losing you, a fear that makes me appreciate every second we have together. It shows just how much you mean to me and how much I want to keep you close. The fear of losing you is like a storm that rages within me, a fear that makes me hold on to you tighter with each passing day. It's a testament to the depth of my love and devotion. Every moment apart from you is filled with anxiety and fear of losing you. This fear is a reflection of how much I cherish you and how much I want to ensure our future together. The idea of losing you is something I can't bear to think about. It fills me with a sense of dread that drives me to hold on to you with all my strength, to make sure you know how much you mean to me. The fear of losing you is a shadow that follows me wherever I go, a constant reminder of how much you matter to me. I need you to understand just how deeply I care for you. Every time I think about the possibility of losing you, it feels like my world is collapsing. This fear drives me to cherish our time together and to remind you of how much you mean to me. I can't escape the fear of losing you no matter how much I try. It's a constant presence in my life, a reminder of how important you are to me and how much I want to keep you by my side. The thought of losing you is a fear that grips my heart and never lets go. It makes me appreciate every moment we have together and reminds me of just how much you mean to me. I'm terrified of losing you, and it's a fear that affects everything I do. It drives me to hold you closer, to make every moment with you count, because you're my everything. The fear of losing you is a heavy burden I carry every day. It reminds me of how precious you are and how much I need you in my life. Please understand how deeply I care for you. Every moment without you is filled with the fear of losing you. This fear is a testament to how much you mean to me and how much I want to ensure that you're always in my life.